Welcome to our 30-minute flow focusing on the Warrior Series. It'll be standing and active. Please remember there are a lot of options for these sun salutations. You can always mix in a kneeling plank, just coming to a kneeling position, pulling back into child's pose. And also you can substitute the full forward fold for a half lift. So again, feel free to get creative when we hit those moves where you're on your stomach or back and that might not feel good. Let's go ahead and start in mountain pose. Just find that grounding of your feet, Pada Bandha. Thighs firm, feel the kneecaps lift. Fingers reach down as you stand tall. And right here, take a nice big breath in, reaching up, getting the length. And then exhaling, pressing the palms. Noticing your belly tighten. Inhaling up. Exhaling. And starting to deepen that inhale all the way into your belly. And perhaps that audible exhale. Just let something go that you do not need to hold on to. Perhaps think about cultivating positive vibes and good energy. One more. And then exhale. Sink into your chair pose. Knees are aligned with the toes. Press those palms. And squeeze your shoulder blades together. Reach the fingers down. Your gaze is about 3 feet in front of your big toes. Now come up, palms by your sides. Reach up and then over. Feeling that line of pull from your feet to your fingers. And then release. Other arm reaches up and over. And back center. Release, roll your shoulders up and back. Give everything a little shake. Now come to the very top of your mat, knowing you can always go at your perfect pace. Inhale up. Exhale, bend your knees, fold forward, and release. Inhale, half lift. Flat back. Exhale, spread the fingers apart or make fist for wrist. Step back into plank of your choice. I'm going to pick kneeling today. There's full. Again, just making sure you are a little bit in front of your kneecaps. Now right here, feel your stomach, the power from your midsection. Shoulders stacked right over your wrist. And see how slow you can chaturanga down. Hug those upper arms in. Now press the tops of your toes down, meeting in baby cobra. Elbows pull back towards your bottom. It's a really small lift right here. Tops of the feet stay down. And then take your hands down. Pull back into a quick child's pose. Bottom towards your heels, maybe rock a little. Arms can be front, side, or back. And note, you can always stay right here instead of down dog. Now tuck those back toes, lift your hips up. Upper arms are right between your ears. Bend the knees, get length in your spine. Maybe walk out your heels. Or stay still. Now take your gaze between your hands. Step your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Head hangs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Deep bend in your knees, reverse that swan dive all the way up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Now take the leg that is closest to me, step it back. This time, keep both feet fully connected with your mat. Take that back toe, turn it out a bit, hands on your hips, turn your hips and shoulders forward. Now bend into this front knee. It's lined up with the toes. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Draw your shoulder blades together. And again, the back foot is all the way down. This is warrior one. You can stay right here, squeezing the shoulder blades together. Or maybe hook your thumb, lace your hands together. Get some really nice chest opening. And then release your hands to your sides. Let's float up, inhaling. And then exhale, find a beach ball right behind your bum. And notice that that front leg, it straightens. And then it bends. So a very strong warrior pose. Thinking about your strength, your stability, your confidence. This series develops muscular stability, endurance, along again with that confident, strong mindset. 2 more flows, inhaling up and exhaling down. Now stay right there. Hands to heart center. The back foot toe pivots forward. And shoulders now come directly over your hips. Check your front knee. The tendency is for it to knock in. Keep it with the toes. Upper arms in your sides. Now reach. Feel the feet grounding, the head reaching, and your fingers reaching side to side. Take your gaze towards your bent knee. Warrior two. Take a few deep breaths. Now drop your back hand down. Reach your front hand up and over. Keep that bend in the front knee. Reverse warrior. Feeling wonderful side opening between your hip and your ribs. And then cartwheel back to warrior two. Now what's really important is that you pivot this back foot. Lifting the heel, pivot, windshield wiper, those arms around. And let's step back into plank, knowing we have the full plank option, the kneeling, or even being on your hands and knees and remaining there. Now slowly, slowly, slowly chaturanga down. Lift up into baby cobra. Check that the tops of your feet are pressing down. Release your hands down, push up. Open up the knees. Going into child's pose. Take a breath. Does your body need any movement? Just listen to your body. Meet yourself where you're at. Day to day, these moves will feel different. And when you're ready, we'll tuck, meeting in down dog. And maybe staying still. Or lifting. Oh, there goes my heels. See, my body needed that. It cracked and it didn't hurt. All is good. And then hold down. Take a breath. Now take your gaze between your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take your time, a very nice, slow reverse Swan dive up, gathering in all that good stuff and sealing it in to heart center. Now we're going to be doing the opposite side. You can stay where you're at. I'm just going to come to the other side of my mat so you can see me better. So you're going to be taking the other leg now, stepping it back, making sure that it fully presses down, and your hips are straight ahead with the shoulders stacked. Now sometimes you'll see I just adjusted. I came in a little bit. You can also widen your stance if you need a little more stability. Checking that the front knee is with the toe, both hips turn forward. And just draw those shoulder blades together. Hold right here. Feel both feet evenly pushing down, big toe, pinky toe, heel. And then pick your chest expansion right here. You could do the beach ball, thumbs hook. Hands can stay right on those hips. And then gently release the hands down. We're going to inhale up, lengthen the front leg, come out of it for a second. And as you exhale, take your hands behind your bum. Feel the posture muscles actively working. The middle of your back and the back of your shoulders, and continue that at your perfect pace. The more you understand the moves, the more you'll be able to just listen to my voice. And let me guide you through. We're thinking of that inhale, expand. Exhale, sink in. Deep breath. 2 more flows. Notice if you feel your body floating a bit. And then bring the hands to heart center. Turn towards me, the back foot, the toe goes straight ahead now. So the front foot is towards the front, the back foot is straight ahead, shoulders are stacked. You can bend in a little bit or even just a tiny bend, your choice. Upper arms draw to your sides. Now reach out. Think about the lines of opposition, feet pushing down, head reaching up, and arms reaching out, taking your gaze to your front thumb, warrior 2. Hold here for a few breaths. Perhaps thinking of a few things you feel confident in. Maybe a few things that you'd like to increase your confidence in. This is a great, fierce, powerful pose to take when you're needing a confidence increase. Now the back hand comes down. We just take that front hand, cartwheel it over, reverse warrior. You can look up, center, or down. And yes, your legs may be talking to you. If you need to come out, please come out. That's where that stability kicks in. And then cartwheel. Now we're gonna do the cartwheeling, or I think I called it windshield wiper arms. Pivot that back toe, step back. Finding plank. Remember, we have lots of options for a flow through. I will review right now the up dog option. Remember, you should be able to hover, push, and the only thing that touches is the top of your toes. Now you can either come to child's pose, or if you're in up dog, lifting up, and we will all meet in down dog. Take a few breaths here. Staying still, adding a little play. Try to pull your belly to your spine and let your chest sink towards your thighs just a bit more. I just took my heels up a little bit, and that really increased the length in my spine. Now take your gaze between your hands, walk your hands forward, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Take a deep breath in, a very slow swan dive up. And then exhale, hands to heart center. Go ahead, shake everything out. We're gonna try one other warrior pose. It really involves a lot of balance. It's okay if you want to use a countertop, wall, chair. You're gonna come to the back of your mat. We're just gonna be alternating feet, so you can step forward with whatever foot you'd like. Take your palms, press them together. Stand tall, posture aligned, and that's a big part of balance. Now step forward with one foot. This is called Warrior 3. Tiptoe the back foot. And please remember, you can take any part of this. These poses, sometimes we work on them for years and then we finally get them in our body. So this process of playing, discovering, falling out, getting back in, it's all part of the journey. Now lift the back leg. Take your toe to your knee. Feel that stabilization. And maybe you stay here. Or you can tilt, make a letter T. Now notice here, your gaze is down. Breathe. Perhaps fly your arms, palms face the ground, shoulder blades are together. You could even reach the arms out in front of your ears. Or simply keep them at heart center or lightly on a chair. Let's find a moment of stillness and peace right here. And slowly unhinge. Step back and shake it out. Tell yourself, good job. Whatever version, you did it, you tried it. Okay, let's come back to that nice tall posture, palms pressed together. Now this time, let's take the opposite leg forward, ground it. You may really experience some differences from side to side. Back foot is flexed, press your palms, hinge forward, and if you fall out like me, just start over. Perhaps flying, reaching, or just keeping the hands at heart center. That will remind you to contract your abdominals, providing more stability. Notice the heat you're building. You're not moving. This is a very, very strong move. Take another breath. And then slowly come back, shake it out. Very nice. Come to the top of your mat. And we'll go through our warrior flows one more time. Inhale up. Exhale, swan dive down and fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into plank of your choice. Slowly chaturanga down. You have your baby cobra or up dog options. And then your child's pose into down dog. Or if you're an up dog, going straight into down dog. Tucking the toes, lifting up into down dog. Allowing play or stillness. Now your gaze goes between your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. And we're gonna go through warrior one more time. So we're gonna step one leg back. If you're mirroring me, do the leg closest to me. Hips are forward. Remember, the back foot is all the way connected. You'll be feeling your calf, lots of areas in your feet working. Hips and shoulders are forward. Release the hands down, inhale up. Exhale, find that beach ball behind your bum. Inhale, lengthen everything up. Exhale, bending into that strong front leg. 2 more times. One more. Now this time in warrior 2, warrior 1, sorry. Find chest expansion. We're headed to warrior 2, just not yet. And you can stay here, you can take a tip and bring the shoulders to the inside of the front knee. Notice how amazing it's feeling as your body's opening and strengthening. Or if you're feeling like you're struggling a bit, how amazing it is that you're staying in, breathing, honoring yourself. Now slowly come up, reach up, hands to heart center. Now open to warrior 2. That back toe comes straight towards me. Reach out. Maybe sink into that front leg just a little more. Hold right here. It's a great time to add in an I am mantra. I am strong. I am confident. I am able. Saying it to yourself with conviction. Back hand comes down. Reverse and hold right here. Knowing too, another option is a half bind. So your hand just comes behind your back towards the opposite hip. And you draw that shoulder up and in. So see what works best for you. Come back to warrior 2. Lift that back heel, cartwheel everything into a lunge. Now we're gonna step that back foot in or scoot it to join the front. Forward fold. Oh, this feels so good. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse that swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. All right, we got the other side. I'm gonna move to the other end of my mat. You're welcome to, or just remember to do that other leg. We wanna be nice and even. Inhale up. Exhale. Swan dive and let it go. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Step on back into plank of your choice. I'm just going to hang out in tabletop. Chaturanga yourself down. You have up dog or down dog. If you're in up dog, we'll meet in child's pose. Or sorry, if you're in baby cobra, you come to child's pose, up dog, you go straight into down dog. And we'll all meet in down dog. So many options. You can also stay right there in child's pose. Now take your gaze between your hands. Walk your feet to your hands. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Reverse your swan dive all the way up. Hands to heart center. Now we're taking the other leg. Stepping back. Warrior one, so the toes slightly out, hips forward. Just pause there for a second. Bending into your front leg. Now the hands come down, inhale, lengthen everything up. Exhale, find that beach ball right behind your bum. Again, inhaling up. Exhaling. 2 more times. Again, that mantra, which is an affirmation, is saying, I am strong, I am confident, I am stable, I am secure. Pick something that resonates with you, and we'll hold. Chest expansion, maybe staying right there with those hands at the beach ball. And then hinge option. Now slowly hinge back up. Hands to heart center. Turn your body towards me for warrior two. Reach out. Find that soft gaze. And again, if there's any I am statement that resonates with this pose, strong, capable, unmoving, say it to yourself a few times. And say it out loud or in your head, whatever you're comfortable with. May feel odd at first. It's a great way to start enhancing our personal, positive self-talk. Back hand goes down, we've got reverse warrior. Open. Focus on that breath, the ebb and flow of your breath. Anytime you hit something that feels a little challenging, if you bring your focus back to your breath, it's so helpful. Cartwheel up. And everything pivots to the front, including that back toe and heel. We step on in, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. And then reverse your swan dive all the way up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Just checking on the time, I think. Aww. How do you feel? Shake everything out. So we have one more time at trying our warrior three, the balance. Have your chair support. Press those palms, step forward. Tiptoe, flex your back foot, and then take that hinge. Balance requires full focus. Our body, where it is in space, our muscles, how they're wrapping around and supporting our joints, and our head. Is it in the moment or not? Again, there's no judgment during yoga. We just experience and learn more about ourselves each time we practice. Slowly hinge out, shake it out. One more side, press your palms, step it forward, toes pull to the knee, Maybe you hinge, maybe you come up an inch. And slowly unhinge. Shake it out. Again, we learn so much from challenges. Invite those challenges in. That's how we grow, we gain more perspective. And just remember, there's a line. When the risk outweighs the benefit, don't do it. But just ease yourself in. I will give you all kinds of options. Please, please, please play around. And if you tend to do one option all the time, try a different one. All the options are good for us in slightly different ways. So let's end our practice. Mountain pose, palms at your side. You can just breathe or think of that I am statement on the inhale. I am, remember it could be strong, confident. We're gonna seal it into heart center 3 times. So deep breath in, I am. And exhale, put your word, seal it into heart center. You can shut your eyes. Inhale, I am. Exhale. One more time, I am. Now leave your hands at heart center. You chose an I am statement. Just notice how it's resonating with you. Think of some times off of the mat where you need a little confidence, a little stability. Could you incorporate that breathing technique? I am stable. Perhaps try that out and see how it works for you. We will end our practice with namaste. The light in me respects the light in you. Namaste. So notice all that heat you created, the energy you created. Remember, sun salutations and the warrior series are energizing. They're strong, stable, muscular endurance. So if you're like me, it tends, if I do this type of a flow too close to bed, I just can't go to bed. I wake up and I'm ready to go. But you know, it could be different for you. So maybe try in the morning. The afternoon's a great time when you just kind of hit that little slump if you're working or studying. But for me, I know when I get too close to bed, I need to personally do a routine that's gonna bring me down and calm me. Let me know your thoughts. Drink some water.